I'm not sure. I haven't seen that. I can't even. Hello? Hello?
Oh, that is it's there's a delay. Yeah. Sure.
Sorry, well, nobody wants to hear me. And then reference the technical difficulty.
All right. Hello and welcome back to our second half of basketball. After some short technical difficulties, the live stream is all back up and running. Your Tigers are up 29-19 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
While we're down, the Tigers also got their three-point game going a little bit. 1-3 by Tatum Brissett and 1-3 by Samantha Pond.
Finding Ashley Sanders open in the corner. She passes it, Benassi. Back to Pond. That one is straight in. Tigers up 31-19.
Tigers really starting to distance themselves from Wayne Chrisman right now.
And the Bears will lose track of the ball.
Risky pass right there.
That's knocked away by the Tigers. The Bears will inbound it. Possession will be held for the Bears once again. Miller will inbound the ball. Finds Taylor under the basket. She puts one up off the glass.
Good little bucket right there. That's exactly what the Bears need to do if they want to get back in this game.
Tigers up 10. Sanders with it. Back to Roush. Back to Sanders. Out to Brissett. To Roush, to Benassi. Finds Sanders once again. Good ball movement by the Tigers here. No turnover so far. Roush puts one up and drains it from three.
Great look right there. Great ball move from the Tigers. There's about 5 passes on the play, maybe even more, and it results in a 3.
There'll be a foul on Tatum Brissett.
4 fouls for Tatum Brissett. 1 more and she's out of the game. Got to sit her here if you want to later in the game.
Not wanting to risk the foul out this early in the game. The Bears inbound the ball with ease. Trying to get something started here. Down 13, makes a drive and draws the foul on Kayla Smith.
Foul on number 11, Kayla Smith, her third. Jesse Taylor shooting for the Bears.
Taylor goes to the line for the Bears, shooting 61% from the line so far this season. She puts the first one up.
Taylor has really been the difference maker for the Bears today. If they didn't have her on the squad, they'd be down by way, way more.
Ashlyn Bellamy and Kira Love checking in for the Tigers.
Loud crowd kind of getting into it over there, trying to distract him from making the free throw.
Taylor puts up the second one, and that one is unlucky. The rebound goes to the Tigers. Marching it up court now, Benassi. Finds Bellamy in the corner. She puts one up. That one's off the rim and out. Rebound comes up for the Bears. Finds McGee in the corner. Back to Miller.
The Bears have only shot about 2 threes this game. If they want to get back in this game, oh, there's one right there. But
And on the
off.
step back, that one is off the rim in the glass. Roush puts one up. That one's over the basket. To Pond, who loses track of the ball. Now the Bears have possession.
Little chippy over there in the backcourt.
Tigers stopping the fast break. Putting a 4-on-2 defense scenario.
I know the Bears are missing these shots, but they gotta keep shooting these if they want to stay in this game.
And Roush on the and one. She'll go to the line for a third. Lee Summit hoping to extend their lead to 15 points with this shot. And she does hit it. Tigers up 37-22. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Finding McGee. To the corner for a three. That one's off the rim and up. Rebound comes out to Samantha Pond for the Tigers.
The Tigers have really controlled the boards today. I think that's the main reason that they're up 15.
That one's to Ashlyn Bellamy on the inside, off the glass and out.
Great ball
Finding
right here.
Finding Bellamy again. Roush for the open three. She puts it up. That one's off. Roush shooting 30% from three so far this season. And there'll be a foul on Dee Benassi.
Foul on number 22, Ashley, her third, team four. Ashley Sanders stepping in for the Tigers.
Adrian Benassi getting close to those 5 fouls to get her out of the game. If she gets 5 fouls, we cannot afford that.
You know, with this big of a lead in the third quarter, up 15, the Bears are going to need to get something started here very soon if they want a chance at winning this game at all. And with Tatum Brissett and Dee Benassi almost out of the game with fouls, that is a possibility that is looking more and more.
They've had a lot of
acceptable.
opportunities. They've had a lot of wide open shots. They just cannot capitalize on them right now.
And that one's off the glass as well.
Just very unlucky right now for the Bears.
Dee Benassi on the drive. She gets up and under the basket for an easy two off the glass.
Great drive right there by Benassi, looking like her brother right there.
Great finish off the glass. And the Bears will take a 1 minute timeout.
If I'm the Bears coach right here, you got to tell them that to turn the ball over is just not it, and just keep shooting your shots. I know they're not going in. Just do not get discouraged right now. And if you don't get discouraged, you can maybe make this game close. But I think the Tigers have a pretty firm grip of this game.
You know, it's really tough being a player right now, finding a drought as a team, being down this much in the third quarter with not much time left. You know, obviously there still is about 10 minutes left in the game. But in terms of basketball, coming back 17 points in that amount of time is going to be a struggle if they don't get something started now.
That's for sure. It's going to be tough, but the good teams and the bad teams, there's one difference between them all. The good teams never give up on a game, and the bad teams just give up. That's the main difference. I think that's, if you're a coach, you always need to make sure that your players know that you always have a chance.
And the Bears coach has got to be able to trust that his players has that grit to be able to come back in this game. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Tigers up 39-22.
Also, the Tigers just came off a loss from Park Hill South in one of their conference games. I feel like this is kind of their revenge game. They just want to show people that they're here and that they're a pretty good team this year. Even though their record is 4-7 right now, they can go on a run. I feel like they can make a run at conference this year if they really get it together.
Trying to find someone open, smothered under the basket.
Looks like the Tigers are not sure about that call there.
There will be a foul on Avery Roush.
Avery Roush, serve first, shooting fifth. Melee Kaula, shooting for the Bears.
First on the game for her. Tyler sinks the first one. Shooting 76 from the line for so far this season. And she puts in the second one. Finding Ashley Sanders. She makes a drive. Goes up for it. That one's off the glass and no good.
Nice drive by the senior there. Unfortunate that resulted in the miss.
Cross-court pass. That one goes up. Off the glass and the rim and out. This will be a jump ball turnover, giving Tigers possession.
Looks like the Bears are implementing a little full court press right here.
Roush speeds
gain some
past
turnovers.
Past the first defender to the outside. Back beyond the arc. To Bellamy on the inside. Back to Benassi. To Love in the corner. Finds Bellamy on the inside. She puts one up off the glass, and that one's good.
Good find there by the senior right there. Dumps it right off to Ashlyn Bowman with a bounce pass. And just gets a bucket right there.
Great playmaking by the Tigers. Up 17. And the ball will go out of bounds.
And if you're the Bears, that's the last thing you need, more turnovers. I said at the pregame that the Bears have turned it over 269 times this year, and they're going to rack a lot of them up tonight.
Tigers making a change, sending Samantha Pond back on the floor for Benassi. Love finds Sanders. Tries to find Pond cross court again, but that one goes out of bounds.
This game looks like it's going to be a pretty good Tiger win tonight. Alex, do you think they should rest some of their starters and get ready for the next couple of games?
You know, at some point with the amount of fouls that a lot of their starters do have, I think it's really risky leaving them in the game when they have such a lead.
I agree. I think you just need to rest Tatum Brissett right now and Adriana Benassi. They played pretty good tonight, and I feel like you need to get ready for your big conference games coming up.
Great save by Ashley Sanders, sending it back out to Roush for three. That one's empty. And that one will end the third quarter. Tigers up 41-24.
Great quarter by the Tigers there. Really showed their dominance right in there.
You know, if the Tigers can continue to be this dominant on both ends of the court, I think this will be an easy win for them, considering we only have 8 minutes left in regulation. Start off the fourth quarter. Taylor will inbound the ball for the Bears, getting the ball back. Baseline drive. Back out to McGee for a triple. That one is straight in. She drills it.
First three-pointer made for the Bears this game. Wide open look, too.
Set
Good find.
to Benassi. Starters back in the game. To Roush. Back to Brissett. To Roush. Tigers running some time here. Sanders. Back to Brissett. Trying to keep possession here. Limiting turnovers as the Tigers need to do. Benassi finds Roush on the drive. She goes up for two, and that one's no good. Miller keeps control of the ball. To Taylor on the outside. Back to Miller under the basket. She goes up for two, and that one's empty. Ball will go out of bounds off of Ashley Sanders, resulting in a Bears possession under the Tigers basket. Tigers up 41-27.
Good find right there. The Bears come out to the fourth quarter with a 5-0 run, trying to get back to this game.
Cutting the Tigers' lead to only 12 points. Roush back to Brissett. To Sanders for the open three. She puts it up, and that one is no good. Pond finds the rebound for the Tigers. There'll be a foul on the play. Kira Lev checks into the game for Ashley Sanders. Benassi will inbound the ball. Finds an open Love beyond the arc. Passes the ball to Brissett. Out to Roush. She starts her drive, breaks her. Out to Pond. And that one's no good. Roush with the rebound. Trying to get it back out. Finds Benassi. She starts her drive. And that one's no good.
Another rebound by the Tigers there. It does result in a foul, but the Tigers have dominated the boards the whole entire game. They've got so many offensive rebounds this game, and that's really been the difference maker.
And, you know, most of those rebounds coming from Benassi, Roush, and Bellamy.
And it's just the size difference of these teams. The Tigers just have two really just big girls on this team, and they're just outmatching the Bears right now.
Back out to Love. She keeps control of it. Trying to get something started here. And there will be a foul on that play.
Tigers have had this ball for a while right now. If you're the Bears, this is the last thing you want.
Tigers taking it slow again.
Just trying to hold the ball and just wind this clock down a little bit right now.
And, you know, with the position that they are in, with this big of a lead, it's not a bad decision by coaches. And there's a foul on that play.
Loud crowd is not happy about that call right there.
Foul number 22, Aaron Hansen, number 4, team 6.
Looks like coming up from that one, Benassi's favoring her right leg. Might have been an injury on that. Chrisman trying to get a baseline drive going. That one's off the glass and out. Tatum Brissett comes up with the rebound. Driving up court. Gets it to Roush. She puts it up, and that one is denied.
Great block there. Hypes up the William Chrisman bench.
Bellamy goes in for Benassi.
On a night where the William Chrisman Bears have just been dominated, that's a big spark that they kind of needed.
Roush will inball the ball to an open Bellamy, out to Tatum Brissett for 3. That one's short. Gets her own rebound.
Timeout Tigers.
30-second timeout called by the Tigers.
With 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Tigers are up 41-29.
Unless something miraculous happens here, I think you can pretty much chalk this up for a win for the Tigers.
I think the Tigers need to continue to be as defensively strong as they've been. You know, a 12-point lead isn't much, but I think with the control that they've held this entire game, it won't be a problem for the Tigers. Pond finds Bellamy, sorry. Looks like there's some new energy from the Tigers on this possession. Brissett on the drive. Nearly finds Bellamy, but she'll be fouled. That foul will be on Taylor. The Tigers are inbound the ball. Finds Brissett. Back out to Love. Getting doubled, finds Pond open under the net. She goes up for it, but is fouled on it. She'll go to the line for 2.
The Tigers keep holding possession of the ball right here. The Bears might get the ball back after this one. You never know. There could be an offensive rebound.
Sam Pond shooting for the Tigers.
Pond sinks the first one. Shooting 60 from the line so far this season. And the second one is unlucky. Brissett trying not to call the foul there. And that one is sent straight out of bounds. Foul on Bellamy.
Loud crowd is not happy that they wanted a charging foul right there. They just didn't get it.
Taylor on the line for the Bears. She's shooting 61% from the line so far this season. She drills the first one. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Tigers up 12.
The Bears have made most of their free throws tonight. It just hasn't been enough to keep up with the Tigers.
You know, I think as defensively solid as the Tigers have been all game, they haven't really been leaving much room for this comeback to arise from the Bears.
Yeah, they've done pretty good with that. They just been holding the ball. Like right here, they're just going to hold the ball and just run down the time a little bit.
And
a little push right there.
And there's a foul. Looks like Brissett's not happy with that one. Miller with another foul. Kira Love inbounding the ball for the Tigers finds Avery Roush. Taking things slow. Brissett with the ball. Finds Love. They double her. She dribbles around both of them, finds Benassi open under the basket. She draws the foul on that one, too.
Foul on number 20, Melee.
Benassi shooting about 57% from free throw this year.
Adrian Benassi shooting for the Tigers.
And, I think the biggest difference maker this game has truly been rebounds. We've mentioned it a lot with some players like Benassi and Bellamy and Roush coming up with most of them, but for the Tigers, this has been extremely important in this game.
I would also say there's been a lot of rebounds for Pond too. The Tigers just dominated on both ends of the court.
An all-around great performance from the Tigers tonight.
Good little spin move right there with a basket.
Cuts the lead to 11. Roush gets it to Love, nearly losing it, keeping control of the ball though. They double her. They triple her. She loses the ball. Getting back on defense, Tigers taking no time to press, sending the ball straight out of bounds. That will be a Tiger possession.
Again, the turnover, that's just tough for the Bears right there. They're trying to come back in this game. You just cannot turn the ball over in that situation.
Finds Bellamy. That one's no good. Bellamy goes up with the rebound but is unlucky. Brissett finds it. She'll keep hold of the ball.
Looks like the William Christian parents aren't really happy about that call right there.
Looks like the call will be a travel on Tatum Brissett.
There's only 2 minutes, 51 seconds left in this game. The Tigers I think they're going to take the victory on this one. I feel like they should probably push some subs in at this point in the game.
With Benassi almost getting injured earlier, favoring her what looked like to be right leg, I think it's just proving our point that they need to get their subs in right now.
Because, the Bears in this fourth quarter have been pretty physical. There's been a lot of fouls in this game so far. So I think getting their star players out of the game right now would probably help them down the road.
It's
you
just,
don't want them to get
with
injured.
this big of a lead this late in the game, it's not worth it risking the injury.
And getting some of the underclassmen some playtime, some of the other underclassmen some playtime would be good for their team as well to get them ready for next year.
Benassi will go to the line once again.
Foul on number 12, Lily Miller, her third, teammate, Adriana Benassi, shooting for the Tigers.
She hits that one, 12-point lead for the Tigers. And that one is good as well. She hits both. And a triple is thrown up. That one is no good. A rebound goes to Brissett.
Bad shot selection right there, Alex. I know they're trying to get back into this game, but you just can't have those shots.
And there is a foul. Off-ball foul on Kira Love, sends her to the ground.
Foul on 44, Olivia McGee, her first, team 9. Avery Rouse, shooting for the Tigers.
Tigers been in the line a lot in this fourth quarter, and they've capitalized most of them.
9 fouls for the Bears so far. That one's no good. Intercepted by Bellamy, back to Roush, keeping possession of it. Love gets the ball, 3 on her. There'll be a foul.
That makes 10 fouls for the Bears.
That will be the second possession in a row that McGee commits a foul. Love misses the first one, shooting just 42% from the line.
That has been one of the struggles for the Tigers here, the free throw line. If they want to go far in conference, you need to capitalize on those free shots that you're given.
I think they're doing a really good job of getting to the line, but it's just the problem of capitalizing on it as Love drills the second one. The Bears with the drive. That one's off the rim and out.
Good drive right there. Just didn't go in.
And there will be another foul. Love sent to the line. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Tigers up 46-32. Love hits the first one. And she hits the second one. Taylor trying to get something started, and she does find it. Tigers lead 14.
With 152 left in the game, I feel like Coach Crawford is just going to pull her subs right now. I feel like that's probably the best option.
You know, I think in terms of how physical this game has been, with there already being 17 fouls in just the second half, there's got to be some sort of question of when is it too much for these players physically and when are they risking an injury? And that's just a question that these coaches have got to make.
I mean, both teams have pretty much played the same exact players the whole entire game. About the Tigers have probably played about 8 players the whole game, and Chrisman's probably played at least 8 as well. So these players got to be tired at this point of the game. But they're still out there.
Tigers are early back on the floor. Bears still in their huddle.
This Bears team just does not look very motivated right now.
You know, it's hard to be with this little amount of time left in the fourth quarter. 1:36 left. Love gets the ball in for the Tigers. Trying to free herself from nearly 3 defenders. Brissett with the ball now, back out to Roush, keeping possession of it. To Love, finds an open Benassi, back to Pond. She makes a baseline drive and goes up for it. 2 go up on her. Not sure how that's not a foul.
Very questionable call right there.
And there's the foul.
Foul number 14, Billy McGee, first second. Adriana Benassi shooting for the Tigers.
Benassi will go for 2 at the line. Misses the first one. And she hits the second one. Tigers up 49-34. 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. Miller on the drive. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Tiger possession.
Another turnover by the Bears there. They've been turning the ball over all night. And as I said pregame, I think I said that whoever turned the ball least over this game would win the game. I feel like the Tigers haven't turned the ball over that much this game. And then that's why they got the victory.
Tigers get the ball inbound. Benassi with control of it. Roush. She is tripled. Ball goes to McGee. Turnover for the Tigers.
right when the Bears get the ball back, they turn it right back over.
And that is hit off of Benassi trying to intercept a pass back out of bounds. Nearly intercepted by Benassi once again. It'll be Bears ball. Miller looking for the inbound pass to Taylor. She puts one off the glass. That one's no good. Benassi comes up with the rebound, driving down court. On the breakaway, looking just to hold the ball. Out to Brissett. She's tripled. And there's a foul on that. Sent into the bench.
I really don't feel like there's a reason to foul there. The game's pretty much almost over. Let's just wind down the clock and just get this.
Yeah, some interesting decisions from the Bears head coaching staff, but, you know, trying to still remain competitive in a game like this is somewhat difficult whenever there's a score deficit this big. Brissett at the line for the Tigers. First one's up and off the brick. She'll try for her second. And that one's good. Tigers still playing hard defense. Brissett trying not to draw the foul. Out to Miller. She puts one up. That one's off. Rebound goes to the Bears. Second chance points are good.
Timeout by the Bears here. Not really sure why they're taking a timeout, but you know what? That's the reason I'm not the coach, Alex.
30 seconds timeout, 25 there.
Only in 32nd this time. Tigers up 50-36 with a 14-point lead.
This game has been one of the Tigers' most complete games of the year. A lot of their games they've been losing by 20 or at least, and they've just been missing a lot of shots. They've made most of their field goals today. The only thing they kind of struggled at is turning the ball over and some of their free throw opportunities.
You know, this, like Tate said, this has been a really solid outing. I've seen a lot that I've been liking from the Tigers this game, and including some three-point shooting and lots of rebounds. That is integral to a team's success at this level.
And the Tigers have a really hard road down the line. They got a lot of their conference games coming out against some tough teams, and I feel like a win here will get their confidence boosted a little bit.
You know, just going into those games, coming off of a win is always a good feeling. Getting the ball inbound to Love. She takes her drive down. Cuts back across court. To Roush. Out to an open Sanders. Trying to get rid of it here. She holds it back to Roush. And she'll be fouled on that. Roush is sent to the line once again.
Roush is shooting 87% from free throw this year.
You know, if you're going to send any player to the line, as a coach or as an opposing coach, I would want her to be one of the least or one of the last.
Pretty much
as she hits
automatic
the
from
first
line.
one. Tigers up 15. Roush puts up the second. That one's empty. Rebound goes to the Bears. 5 seconds left in the game. One last shot to put up, and it's good. And there's a foul on the play. There'll be an and one. With 2.3 seconds left on the clock, the Tigers will get one more possession.
Bears still going hard until the very last second.
And one. Foul on Adrian Benassi, her fifth.
Five fouls for Benassi, sending her out of the game. And that one's good. 2.3 seconds left on the clock. Tigers with a 12-point lead. They'll just hold the ball. And that is the end of the game. Tigers win 51-39.
Great win by the Tigers tonight. Just really controlled everything on the floor tonight. Just got a great dub tonight.
Yeah, really great outing offensively and defensively, adding up for a nice Tiger win tonight. On behalf of everyone in the booth, my name's Alex Hampton. I'm joined by Tate Baruki, Brian Ikonen, Garrett Glidewell, Carter Merritt, and Corinne Foxhoven. I'd like to say thank you for tuning in and have a great night.